We simultaneously create many of our problems. We are unable to see that we do so, and our inertial and homeostatic nature counterbalances any outside, even internal, attempts to stop the reinforcing behaviors that create the problem in the first place. So I think my way of looking at issues when they arise, I think the root cause of many of the problems in our organization are a contradiction between how we do what we do and our beliefs about how we do what we do. We're still stuck in a 17th century rationalism, but yet all the neurophysiology tells us we're irrational. We think emotively. Our morality, our ethics are all emotion-driven. And it occurs before we even get to the point it's irrational, so it's already filtered through that. And I think like the belief in the flat earth, which persisted long after some guy in Egypt had figured out the world was round and had the circumference within feet of what we eventually assume it is, this belief persists because that's how it appears to the eye. Okay, so one other thing. In a Cartesian world, we're looking at objects, coordinate, coordinate, subject, object, things along that line. When you begin to examine that, you realize there are no objects without subjects. It's an artificial distinction. It's a category that's continual, that we separate and can look at it from different ends. If you look in a Freudian world, we project onto the world, and that's how we see the world. But I'd like to get you to think about an alternative, what's becoming known in the literature as an enacted world. Well, what's an enacted world? If you think about, you take food in, it goes into your gut secretes enzymes into the lumen, interacts with the food, changes the food so the gut can absorb it. So there's this constant, we secrete into the environment, we change the environment, which changes how we coordinate our actions. I would suggest that we don't just do that with enzymes, we actually do that physically. And we change the environment, and we co-evolve with the environment. Right, it's looking at it from a system perspective. So we have cities, we build bridges, garbage collection, potable water, urine, feces. Actually, these things are probably done more to increase human survival than anything we've ever done in medicine, just simple sanitation. So that's probably not too hard to grasp. But I would suggest to you that we do it in our language dimension. So language is an additional dimension which we construct. And we go through this process, we have observations, we make categorizations, we make correlations, and we develop causation. And we develop narratives. And these narratives, we actually learn to see the world through our narratives. Our narratives become our biology. And like enzymes, they facilitate certain actions, and they, like walls, they block other actions. Blaming the frontline individual is a narrative that's very, very prominent in our culture. That's the knee-jerk response that occurred in this case. That's what, in terms of going to people and giving them feedback, you've got to work through that, because they're hearing this. No matter what you say, the emotional fast system is, oh my God, I'm being blamed, and you have to work through that and build trust. Okay, so that was my digression for the drive up here. I've learned not to waste a crisis.